Bring the legs straight up the wall. Allow your sits bones to root towards the wall now, as if it were the floor. Allow your palms to rest either out to either side, or you can bring the hands anywhere that feels comfortable on the body and belly or the heart. You could even start out giving yourself a gentle hug, embracing yourself just as you are in this moment as you enter into practice tonight. Letting go of any judgments or expectations for yourself. Letting yourself just be. Right here, right now. You deserve to be here. You deserve to take this time for yourself. To relax. To feel. To expand. Close your eyes if you'd like. Allow your eyeballs to just sink into the back of the head, softening the space surrounding your eyeballs, softening the eye sockets, and then just softening all the muscles in the face, the neck and throat, shoulders, chest and arms. Softening all the way down the spine, just allowing the belly to relax, release any tension in your belly, release any tension in your thoughts, just allow your mat to hold you, almost like a mother cradling her baby. Just allow our planet Earth to just cradle you now. Such a beautiful time on our planet. It's the autumnal equinox, the first day of fall yesterday. And it's a wonderful reminder about the seasons of change. And it also points us towards balance. Homeschool the kids, and we're learning that there's 12 hours of day and 12 hours of night on the first day of fall, the autumn equinox. So it's a great time for inner reflection and time to honor both the light and darkness for what they bring and show us. I want to share a passage about seasons. It's actually from the Bible, Ecclesiastes 3. I'm sure you've heard it. There's a time for everything, and a season for every activity under the heavens. A time to be born and a time to die. A time to plant and a time to uproot. A time to kill and a time to heal. A time to tear down and a time to build, a time to weep and a time to laugh, a time to mourn and a time to dance, a time to scatter stones and a time to gather them. Bring your soles of your feet together, moving into butterfly at the wall. Allow your knees to splay out to the sides. If you'd like, you can support your legs with your bent arms, your hands resting with your thighs being supported there. A time to embrace and a time to refrain from embracing. A time to search and a time to give up. A time to keep and a time to throw away. A time to tear and a time to mend. A time to be silent and a time to speak. A time to love and a time to hate. A time for war and a time for peace. There's a time for everything. Autumn is a wonderful time. After all of the activity of summer and all of our wishes and hopes and dreams of the year, you can feel that kind of slowing down as the days get colder and shorter from here on out. It's a good time to reflect inwardly and honor all that you've accomplished and been through this year. Good time to rest. Maybe compost some of those dreams and goals and turn them into new plans for next spring. Autumn's my favorite season because it means so much. It's also a wonderful time to reflect on gratitude, not just with Thanksgiving, but the harvest of everything that you have put in your life. Good time for reflection, for peace, pause, and stillness. So as we continue to sink into our yin practice tonight, just kind of having those thoughts in mind, if any of those words resonated with you, you can make part of that your intention tonight. Balance, gratitude, honoring and celebrating this year so far. We're just getting still tonight. Allowing yourself that space to unwind. While actively working to create space in the body, to create space between your thoughts. Breathe there. Let's take some deep, full breaths here. Filling up in the low belly, as low as you can go. And then expanding through the rib cage. And finally the chest. And then we'll exhale in reverse order. So first releasing the breath in the chest. The ribs start to relax. And then the belly. Again, fill the belly. The rib space. And the chest. And release it in reverse. One more time. Good. Gently bring both legs back up the wall. Point and flex your feet. Invite your hands to join in. Point and flex your hands, bending through the wrists. Extend your right leg over to the side, moving into half dragonfly. Go ahead and bring that left foot back in towards the pelvis. And you decide how you want to situate the sits bones. You can work on internally rotating that right leg, and pulling the pelvis forward a bit. Or you can pull it back and release the toes more towards the floor beneath you. Again, supportive options with the hands. You can always kickstand your arms with bent elbows and just support the legs there. Hello.
Is it 7:30?
It is. It was longer tonight, but come on in. Yeah, they changed it this week. There's no problem. Come on in. We're just in half dragonfly. Half dragonfly on the right. more here with your next exhalation. Placing the hands on the belly or out to the sides. Moving to your full expression, half dragonfly on the right. Totally releasing any holding on in that right leg, allowing gravity to assist you in stretching out all of the muscles through the right leg and hip. Your next inhalation will gently guide the right leg back up the wall and bring the left to join it. Pause for a moment to notice the difference between your right and left leg and hip. Take an inhale. With your exhalation, gently lower the left leg down and bring the right foot in towards the pelvis. Again, option to start out here supporting the legs with the hands. Or the arms can reach out to the sides. You can always bring them overhead. Or resting anywhere on the body or the legs. Working with the rotation of the left leg and hip joint. Deciding if you want more of an internal or external rotation with that left leg. Finding that still space. Where you can just breathe. Sometimes we get distracted by our thoughts. It's perfectly normal. So it's really beneficial to have some exercises or ways to bring your attention back to your breath or your intention or your body. We'll work with the breath right now. So I want you to find either one of the blocks on the wall or one of the ceiling tiles and focus your gaze on just one. We'll move our gaze to the low left-hand corner of the square or rectangle, whichever you chose. Actually, go ahead and bring it up to the upper left-hand corner. The rectangle's longer on the top and bottom. So, top left-hand corner with the eyes. We're gonna inhale and cross the whole length of the square or rectangle. When you get to the right hand top corner, I want you to hold the breath going down the side. And then when you get to the low right hand corner, you'll exhale the whole way back across. Low left hand corner, hold going up. And then start again. So it's just a 4-count breath. You're using that shape to help you to visualize going across with the inhale, holding, going down the right side, and then exhaling, going back across, and holding, going up. working to make the space between your inhalation and exhalation a bit longer. Releasing to your full expression here, letting that left leg just relax down. We'll return our breath to its usual rhythm. And with your next inhalation, gently guide that left leg back up. Slow. And bring both legs up the wall again. Point and flex your feet a few times. Good. We're going to move into wall squat. So bringing the sits bones back towards the wall. If you feel like you might need some more space, if you're feeling a bit more tight in the hips, you might want to scoot away from the wall. But we're just resetting here. So just bring the feet to the wall and slide the legs down until the knees are on either side of the ribs. Again, option to use your hands here to support you. And starting out gentle, you don't want to force the posture at any time. Easing in to the wall squat. Arms either out to the sides, overhead, or placed anywhere on the legs or the heart. You could bring your hands to heart center and use your elbows to move the knees further away from one another. Allowing your back to feel supported by the mat. Take this time here. You can go back to that breathing exercise, the 4-part breath. Or you can reflect on your intention for tonight. Maybe thinking again about what the change of autumn means to you. You can always explore the sensation in the hips here. Watching as sensation changes, as you hold the posture, changes with time. Softening into wall squat. Releasing any tension or holding back. Completely relaxing. Letting go even more here. Notice what's changed in the body from when you first moved to this position. Sit with it. Breathe with it. Soften into it. One more inhalation. With your exhale, tip baby steps up the wall with those feet. Inhale, spread your toes wide. Exhale, release. Again, spread the toes wide on the inhale. Providing space between the toes. Exhale, release. One more time. Good. I'm going to move now into Sphinx pose at the wall. So go ahead and roll over to the belly, or bring the kneecaps towards the wall. So for Sphinx here, we want the elbows slightly in front of the shoulders, or arms and palms rooting down into the mat. Root your hip bones down to the mat and actively working the heart forward towards the top edge of your mat. So it's almost like you're a snake and you're trying to go forward, but your hip bones are glued down, can't move. Pulling your heart forward, feeling into the energy in your heart space, allowing it to shine forward, loving energy, always ever guiding you forward. I invite you to bow the head here. You can invite some neck circles or just some rotations through the neck, bringing left ear to left shoulder, and then swooping across right ear, right shoulder. And you can do that as quickly or slowly as you'd like. You can even make a full rotation with the neck if that feels okay for your neck. Or you can just hang with the head at center. Notice the activation of the muscles down both sides of the spine, the back of the arms, the triceps, and shoulders. Stay right here in Sphinx pose. If you feel you need some more in the back, you can move into full seal, walk, straightening your arms and then walking the hands in towards the body a bit, fingertips pointing outward slightly. Heart is still pulling forward, so it's the same kind of motion here. Option to bow the head, ear to shoulder. You can hang out on one side, take a few breaths, and then move to the other. Another option here, working with mobility in the neck, is just to look past your right shoulder, back at your feet, turning your eyes all the way to the right. Take an inhale there, and then exhale, center, and inhale, look over the left. Same thing, this time turning eyes to the left. Anytime you can come back down to Sphinx or down all the way to crocodile, resting the forehead on folded forearms. In seal, we'll take one more inhale. Exhale back down to Sphinx. And one more inhalation here together. Exhale all the way down to crocodile. So just stacking the forearms. It doesn't matter which is on top. Rest your forehead down, and then we'll just windshield wiper the feet side to side. And if you'd like, you can rest your forehead or cheek all the way down to the mat here. You don't have to use the forearm. gaze, bring your hands alongside your ribs. We're just gonna push ourselves up, similar to cobra. And move your mat parallel to the wall for a supine twist at the wall. So we'll lie down with the right side body parallel to the wall. And you're going to extend your right arm overhead. Always have the option to take a supine twist just out on your mat, but if you want to use the wall here, it just changes it a bit. With this right arm extended overhead. Okay, we're going to bend the right knee, keep the left leg straight, and then bring your left hand to your right thigh and guide the right leg across the body. Your right knee might not come all the way down to the floor, and that's okay. Main thing is I want your right shoulder blade and that right hand to stay glued down to the mat there by the wall. And keep the left hand supporting and anchoring the right leg here. And feel free to play with the bend in the right knee. If you want to straighten more or bend more, you certainly can. You can also bring the knee up, higher up in space. Or lower it down. It's going to change where you feel that twist in the back. So just find that space where you really need to twist and release. Take several breaths there. If you'd like, you can turn your face towards the wall to extend this twist through the neck. If you feel any pins and needles in the right arm, I want you to just release the right arm from the wall, bend and straighten at the elbow a couple times, and then try to pop back into it. We don't want to cut off circulation. It sometimes happens when the arms are overhead. Take a few more breaths here. Gently releasing the right leg, go ahead and straighten back out. Go slow. We sometimes don't feel those effects of the twist until after. Take a deep breath. And when you're ready, support yourself coming up and just to come over to the left side body alongside the wall. Excuse me. Bring that left arm overhead this time. Bend the left knee and use your right hand to guide the left leg across the body. Left shoulder, left hand glued to the mat. Twisting through the torso. Choose if you want to turn your head to the left towards the wall. Inhale, expand, fill with breath. With your exhale, release and twist more. One more inhalation. And gently releasing the left leg on your exhale. Bring the body back to center. Reach both arms overhead for a big stretch. Inhale. And exhale. Gently use your arms and hands to come up to a seat, or you can roll on up. We're going to go ahead and move the mat away from the wall now.